Ev to Phil, August 11th, 1941. My dearest, I miss you. It has only been a few hours since you departed, yet I feel as if a year had passed. It was dark and deserted at the apartment when I arrived at 10:45. Mickey and Ray came a few minutes later, so I was not alone. The lock on the front door stuck, and it was necessary for them to get a policeman in order to get in. I read until 1 o'clock, Jews Without Money, and then hit the hay. Harry had gone to return the car and never showed up until the wee hours. Jack came home from New York by train. I awoke early this morning, cleaned, etc., which took until 2 o'clock. Page 2. Then I sat on the porch and continued with my reading. Lil, next door, asked me to come over and sit on her porch. I did, and we chatted. A man came up and asked me if I listened to Gabriel Heater's program. I said yes. He showed me a beautiful cookbook, 750 pages, in color with illustrations, indexed, thumbed, and whatnot. It's at least a $5 value. In order to obtain it, you had to take a year subscription to a magazine at a complete cost of $2.95, and the cookbook was free. I called my mother, and she said she would buy it for me. I selected the Liberty magazine and gave a $1 deposit. Gabriel Heater appears on Liberty program. It was really a great value, and I hated to pass it up. Wait till you see it. I'm going to make you some delicious meals for a change. Jack Nierenberg was on vacation at Camp Unity and returned Saturday night. I still can't understand why he failed to reply. He said he would see you, page 4, at the earliest possible time. He also wants you to write. Write him a letter telling him about Labor Day. I'll tell him you're not positive, but let him keep that weekend open. Gee, sweet, I was so lonely today, I didn't know what to do with myself. I constantly felt like crying, but somehow the tears never came. I'm not going to the board tomorrow. Let them decide. Maybe I'll call Mrs. Westing. If I were as certain of your discharge as I am about my love for you, I'd be completely happy. As ever, Ev. Phil to Ev, August 11th, 1941, 6:30 p.m. Ev, dearest, Sydney wasn't kidding. We got seats. The trip was uneventful. Today we were examined by an officer of the 115th Infantry. We were busy with a, quote, problem, unquote, all afternoon. The examining officer was amazed, by his own admission, with our efficiency in combat. This morning we got our steel helmets and entrenching shovels. As far as equipment goes, I'm ready for the wars. All I need is some live ammunition. I can hear Mom saying, "Es fällt im Eis." I can't help worrying, sweet, how you'll manage for the next few weeks. Please keep me posted, will you? I didn't get the opportunity to speak to Lieutenant Miller all day, but we'll try to contact him tomorrow. I think, Ev, it would be a good idea to keep in touch with Mrs. Westing. You might tell her you are anxious to know just how far the application has progressed. She may have a way of getting this information from the Army. If you impress her with the urgency of your need, she might be the more aggressive for it. You can also call the draft board Wednesday and inquire what transpired at the meeting. So much for that. Here's a morsel of information which may surprise you. Sam and Edna are to be secretly married Monday at the Justice of the Peace. There isn't much more I can write, baby, except to admonish you to take care of things generally and your health in particular. Drink plenty of water. When I see you in 2 weeks, I want to see you visibly improved. You can do it if you'll put your mind down to it. So long, my lovely, and may your every sweet dream be reflected on you tenfold, and may he be the mirror who is your husband, Phil.